Okay, how to make waterproof ESCs, brand new ESCs, Afro 30 amp. So I'm either going to regret this, but it's worked before. Normally, the only problems I've had is when I've stripped off the heat shrink. So I'm not going to do that this time. So watch, and it's either going to go well or not. So CorrosionX, and we just pour that in. Keep the connectors off, that's why I sellotape them to the side. And just literally let them sit like that. You might even want to dunk them down a little bit further. But keep this stuff stinks really bad. Keep the connectors out, because otherwise you'd have to go around them with a cotton bud. So keep on soaking them. Get that stuff all over it. Don't touch the connectors. Use a square tray so you can dip it back in the bowl. So you might have some air bubbles, got to sort those out. I'm going to swish it around, turn it upside down. So there they are. I've poked a couple of holes with an X-Acto knife in them to make sure it all goes round. String them up for a couple of days, and they should be good to go. Just let them drip dry. One day that way up, one day the other way up, at least. Maybe 2 days each. Just let the CorrosionX work out of the bits. And when you've finished, you have to go around all the connectors with an earbud, cotton bud, Q-tip, whatever you want to call it, because it is an electrical insulator. But once you've done that, you should have waterproof ESCs. You have to keep doing it from time to time. Cheers. Bye. Okay, so because I had this flying beautifully, perfectly, excellently today, I've had to take it apart to show you that these CorrosionX speed controllers, which I actually have only soaked for 1 day, not 2, should work. This is live, stay tuned. Safety first. If you're doing this indoors, either disconnect the props or make sure there's no power to the motors. None of these motors are working. The only motor that's working is this test motor, which is rigged to the ESC onto the power harness. Another little tip: if you do soak the ESCs in CorrosionX, take a Q-tip or baby bud and go inside those and clean them out, and then the same on these type connectors, just because it's insulator. So I was going to do this live, but I haven't got enough hands. You can see that the ESC I soaked in CorrosionX yesterday and let it drip dry. It's lit up, power, board's working. Again, the motors are not connected indoors. Motor works. So you can go and put your ESCs in CorrosionX and not fear. I think where I made a mistake was taking the shrink wrap off them. You can either punch a couple of holes in carefully to let the stuff drain out and get all around the board, but as you can see, nothing to worry about. So far the board's been CorrosionX waterproofed, the ESCs will be CorrosionX waterproof. You can do it to the receiver, because I did that on the cupcake quad, and the only thing left then is the battery, which I'll do a video on. Basically a load of shut up. Basically a load of electrical tape and then plastic dip around the edges, so you can more or less waterproof that, and you can make a cap for that. On the same basis, you just get the opposite side of that connector, take all the pins out of it and plastic dip it, and I lost it, but it does work. I wouldn't recommend putting the battery in water, because it's probably going to explode, but you know, if and that you can definitely CorrosionX UBEC. So the only thing is a servo, which I'm going to probably plastic dip and then put grease around the gear. So there you go. You can get away with it if you push your luck a bit.
I'll see you later.